Hello. Believe I am live. Let me get my screens and my life together a little bit. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I am solo today, which feels weird. I've had guests the last few weeks. Um, but we are solo today and we have a lot to get done today. So it's going to be a very productive productivity sprints because I need to get work done. I was on a trip earlier this week and I just got back on Wednesday. So, I got back Tuesday night. So I got back to work on Wednesday and I definitely have a lot of things that I've been catching up on work wise the last few days. So today is going to be a busy day of tasks. I've got a to do list, which my daughter got a hold of and did some coloring on. But I made this last night and I think I've gotten one thing done. Oh, wait, that was not my actual to do list. Where's my actual to do list? Okay, here's my actual to do list. And I did already do one of the things on the to do list, but I also had a call with my manager today where he gave me a bunch of other things to do as well. So I'm going to need to add to the to do list as I'm going today, but it's fine because I will be productive for several hours this afternoon. Let me know what everyone here is getting done today. Let me turn this into a ticker thingy. There we go. Let me know what you guys are working on today, what you are being productive on. If you're reading or if you're working, let me know. Good morning, Sylvia. Today, working from home and organizing a Google Drive. That sounds kind of fun. I'll also try to finish my current read during my breaks. Let me know what you are reading. I am currently listening to a book called She Would Be King by Wayetu Moore. This is for Blackathon, um, which I'm participating in, like the 48-hour Blackathon, readathon that's happening over the weekend, this weekend. And that's one of the books that Jesse from Bowties and Books recommended as like a group buddy read book. So I could get it on Scribd. So I started it. It's a very heavy read, so I don't think I'm going to be listening to it while I'm working today, but later today I will get back to that. But let me know what you're reading, Sylvia. Hey, Aspasia, welcome. Hi, Kayla. Just think of coloring as confetti, celebrating the end of the to-do list. That's a great point, a great idea when I check everything off. My daughter was just celebrating for me. Hello, just reading and might find something else to do. Cool. Well, if you have an audio, maybe you can get something else done while you're listening to the audiobook. But sounds good. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, I was saying, so I'm listening to that book, but probably won't listen while I'm working. But I am going to listen to Paramore's new album, which I think came out today, called This Is Why. And I've already seen a bunch of people posting on Instagram that it's really good. So I'm excited to listen to that for sure during this first sprint. Let me know if you guys like Paramore or what kind of music you listen to. Usually I listen to Taylor Swift during these sprints because Midnights is exactly 45 minutes long, which is how long I do the sprints. So it actually works out perfectly to listen to that whole album during a sprint, but we will change it up today. Uh, Hello, normal house chores and financial update for the week. Dishes done and laundry almost done. There you go. Already having a really productive Friday. Hopefully, you can get some more chores done. Hello, welcome. Spasia is currently editing and uploading your videos for the next week. You are on top of it. After that, you'll be starting your biology notes and assignments. Nice. That sounds much less fun than videos. I have not posted a real video in over a week, like over like 8 days or something, because my life has been quite crazy. I went on a trip this last weekend and life update, I'm moving. So that's going to be uh, occupying a lot of my time and brain space in the coming weeks. Hopefully not months, but we'll see how long things take in terms of like selling our house and finding a new house. Um, yeah, things are moving really quickly. So that is taking up some of my hobby time, which is unfortunate. So I'm not sure even when my next video will go up, but I am vlogging for Blackathon this weekend. So hopefully that can be a quick turnaround and I can get that up next week. But other than that, I don't have anything. I need to film my January wrap up still. Not sure when we'll get to it, but we'll get to it eventually. I'll be reading Not So Yours Truly by Cleo Evans. Nice. I have not heard of that one, but I hope that you're enjoying it. If it sounds good, I'm in. Yeah, for music. Same. Hey Taylor, it's my birthday, so I'll be reading all day, but I'm sick too, unfortunately, so staying in bed. I already took a nap today. I'm so sorry to hear that you're sick on your birthday, but happy birthday, and hopefully you can get some reading in and self-care and just take care of yourself. Nice that hopefully you don't have to work or anything today and you can just relax. Um, but sorry that you're sick. I am not sick for what feels like the first time in a long time. But yeah. Hello, welcome. Hey, Kat. Good morning. Moving cities or neighborhoods? Yeah, we're moving states. So we're going from right now, I live in Iowa. I live in like central Iowa, and we're moving up to the Minneapolis area in Minnesota. So it's about 3-ish hours from where we live now. So definitely an undertaking. Dang it, technology. I think I'm back. My computer is like, nope, you had an issue, so it restarted on me. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second because I can't tell. Okay, on my phone it looks like it's back. Okay, I'm back. Didn't want to talk about moving, I guess. But anyway, we're moving like 3 hours away from where we live now. And so it's going to be a pretty major undertaking with my two toddlers because we have a lot more stuff than we did when we moved here when we had no kids. So that is going to be a fun time. But anyway, that's my life update. So that's why my reading and content is dipping a little bit. But no worries. That's what productivity sprints are for, to give me a live video to look forward to every week. Yeah. Okay. I've been sick and distracted, so I'm hoping for today and this weekend will be productive to catch up on everything I need to do. Yes, you've got this. You can have a productive Friday to lead you right into a nice productive weekend. I need to get some translation work done, German to English, nonfiction. Wow, that sounds advanced. Very cool. My husband is home and on vacation, so he's taking care of the house and kids for me. Nice. That is ideal when you're sick to just have someone else taking care of the actual like things that need to get done, especially with kids. I know exactly what that's like having to be still in mom mode when you're sick and you just want to lay down. So I am glad that your husband is able to help you take care of things. So hopefully you can relax what a bummer of a birthday, but hopefully you can make up for it once you feel better and buy yourself a book or something. Hey, Julie, trying to finish up Kiss Her Once for Me. Have about 130 pages left and need to get it done so I can move on to other book club picks for Feb. Nice. Hopefully you can get lots of reading done today. Computer was like, no. Yeah, it didn't even, it told me it had an issue. So, like, it wasn't a restart that I've been postponing or anything like that. Hello, happy Friday. Going to be just reading today and catching up on some YouTube. That sounds like a perfect, lovely Friday. All right. Let me get my screen re-shared here since that went away. So I can get my timer up. Okay, share screen. Okay. 30 pages to finishing Mame is so good. Highly recommended. Okay, good to know. I haven't heard um, many reviews on that one. I've seen it everywhere because it's a book of the month pick, and is it Read with Jenna's current book club pick? So I've seen it like all over social media, but I had not heard any reviews of it. So I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. And I will definitely look to pick that one up if more people say they like it because it seems like it is a good story. So glad to hear that. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of it. Good afternoon. Looking to get some reading done. I have been crafting more than reading, so it must change. That's all right. That's all right to switch between hobbies. And I don't know if you do audiobooks, but crafting and audiobooks are a great pair. So if you're able to listen to books while you do crafts, that is the ideal for me at least. All right, let's get into the first sprint. Nope, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Let's go ahead and do a good 45-minute. Let's be productive. If you haven't already told me what you're working on, go ahead and drop it in the chat and we will reconvene at 45 minutes and talk about our progress. And so I will talk to you in 45 minutes. All right, everybody. How was that first sprint? Let me know how you did and if you stayed on task or if you got distracted. I did well. I ended up adding a whole bunch to my to-do list, basically just like brain dumped everything additional that I needed. And then I checked 3 things off, which are the pink ones. And then I moved some things to next week, but I like actually scheduled them into time next week, either with like meetings or like consciously am devoting more time to it next week when I have more hours. So I did that to 4 items, which is the blue. So that's pretty good. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things left on my list for today, which is going to be a stretch, but we'll do our best. Let me know how you guys did. I also listened to the Paramore album, which I said I was going to do. I don't know, guys. I'm a little underwhelmed. I'm used to Paramore being like making such bops, like really punk rock fun to listen to. And it felt kind of like the folklore of Taylor Swift to Paramore. Like it's a little bit lower key, lower energy, which I'm sure some people are loving. And I have seen people loving on Instagram and stuff, but Folklore is one of my least favorite Taylor Swift albums. So I don't love that like low uh like what like more alternative low tempo, slow tempo stuff as much. I like the fast paced bops. So didn't love it, but I will continue to try to listen to it more because obviously the more you listen to music, the more it like grows on you and stuff. But that was unfortunately a little bit disappointing. So that's my music review that nobody actually asked for. Okay, let's see how everyone is doing. Hello, gonna make some breakfast muffins and listening to Purity C today. Nice. That sounds one delicious, and two, I have heard such great things about that book. And I was actually just watching earlier this morning, Sydney from Sid Bookworm put out her wrap up, and she read that book and she really liked it. And I've been seeing a lot of people who have similar ish reading taste to me actually enjoying it. I thought it was more fantasy, but it sounds like the fantasy element is not, um, like, doesn't overtake the whole story. So let me know how you're liking it. Hopefully, you are enjoying it, and maybe I will pick it up at some point. Hello, Danielle. Late to joining the party, but I was running errands. No worries. Let me know what you're doing now that you're at home. Hello, Jordan. Late, but so thankful for this today because I have zero motivation to edit, but pushing through. You've got this. I feel you. This week has been so weird for me because I had like a long weekend trip. So I was gone and not working Monday and Tuesday. So then Wednesday, it was like back to like catching up on everything. And now it's been a short week, but I feel like I'm trying to get just as much done as normal. So it's been hard to be motivated to get everything done because I was on vacation mode, but we got this. You can do it with the editing. Our receptionist is out this week and next with a broken arm. So I'm covering her duties plus mine. Oh man, that sounds rough. But yes, TGIF. At least it's Friday, and hopefully you get a weekend to recover before also covering further duties next week. That's definitely tough. Hello, just hopped on, working on creating a weekly company newsletter today. Can't wait for the weekend. Nice. That at least sounds like a fun task to make a little newsletter. Hello, cleaning the house today. This past week with it raining, the dogs have been muddy. Oh man. Yeah, I bet you have a lot of cleaning to do with your floors and stuff if that's the case. Update, paid bills, now annotating and reading My Sister, the Serial Killer. Nice. That's a good one. Good morning, reading The Choice the Dragon Heart Legacy. Okay, Nora Roberts. I am not very familiar with Nora Roberts books because I do not read that genre, but hopefully you are enjoying it. Just finished with part 1 and on to part 2. Awesome. Thank you for asking how I'm doing. I'm great, just a little busy and stressed. Work is really busy. Personal life is really busy. I was talking about it earlier on this live, but we're moving, which I can officially announce now. Um, So, yeah, life is a little bit crazy, but all good things. It's good to be busy with work and it's good to be I'm excited to move. So, it's all good busy. Starting the School for Good Mothers. I know you didn't love it, but I'm curious. Nice. Yeah, I didn't love that one. I did enjoy it. But actually the more I think back on it, the higher, like the fonder memories I have of it. It's a really interesting book and a really good book for discussion. Um, like the topics it covers about what makes a good mother and is that like trainable or is it something you're just supposed to have as an instinct. I find all of that really interesting, so it's like lasting with me, which I think is a good sign. But my reading experience with the book was not as high because it's just kind of slower and it didn't quite like build to what I wanted it to build towards at the end. But hopefully you enjoy it. And it looks like Jordan DNF'd School for Good Mothers, didn't like it either. Yeah, completely understand and agree because it was a weird, slow story. But and you are both mothers. I am not. We'll see how I feel. An experiment. Yeah, could definitely let me know what you think of it, um, because I think it's interesting nonetheless. Even if you don't love it, I think it's some good food for thought, or at least hopefully you think so. All work and no reading. Phones were busy, as is always the case, Julie. I have both videos uploaded. Nice. Working on the cards and descriptions now. Yeah, that can be time consuming. I just like speed through that part of the uploading process for YouTube. I could spend way more time like making sure cards show up at the perfect time and like doing the chapters and even like placing ad breaks and stuff. I just at this point in my life don't have time to obsess over that. So I just like do the description and the cards and things as fast as I possibly can. So hopefully you're able to get that done quickly too. I use the first one to do my morning tasks. Nice. Now on to the rest of your day. I'm such a huge brain dump and list maker type. I love seeing that you do that too. Yes, 100%. I am a paper person. Sometimes I use my phone, like the notes app, if I don't have paper in front of me. But I usually will then copy it back down to like whatever notebook I'm working on, or I have like a paper, um, like planner calendar thing that I use for like tracking like content and things. So big paper person for lists and calendars and brain dumping and listing ideas and all that. So, yeah, we totally could relate there. I only translated half a page, but that's because I have to look up a lot of stuff. I'm translating the book as a favor for the co author of the late author, but I'm not a scientist. That sounds really tough. If you're not familiar with the content to begin with, I imagine translating it can be really difficult to make sure that you're staying true to the actual like meanings of the words and not just doing the quick translation that doesn't exactly line up. So, you've got this. Half a page is much better than nothing. So that sounds very cool. Cleaned the bathroom, aired out the house, picked up my daughter's room, and read 9 out of 10 nonfiction pages for the day. There you go. Got lots done that first sprint. I got a bullet journal outlined and ready for penciling in next. Nice. I wish I was a bullet journaler, but I am not. I am just a regular notebook user. And like I buy pre made planners. I don't have the creativity or the time, honestly, to create bullet journal spreads, but I love looking at them. I read 23 pages and now eating tacos my husband made. Yum. That sounds delicious. At the beginning of that last sprint, ate some English muffins, which was like my very late breakfast, early lunch snack. It's 12:07 now, so I probably won't eat actual lunch for a little while still. But tacos sounds very good. Oh no, I still need to go check out the album, but I love Paramore. Sometimes you have to listen more than once. Completely agree. I will give it more tries. I'm hoping it grows on me. I was just expecting a little bit more. Maybe I need to turn up the volume so it's more like, loud. And then I'll like it more. Finish Mame, and yes, I recommend. I think I'll continue listening to Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. Okay, good to know about Mame. I do want to try that out at some point, and I have heard nothing but great things about everyone in my family has killed someone. So I really hope you enjoy that one also. Sounds like you have some back-to-back winners, which is always fun. Yes, I'm moving, and I'm just saying it now because, like, I've been telling some we've been telling, like, our family and close friends and stuff before, like, announcing it to the world, but as of today, my husband said we can announce it. So, yeah, we're moving states. We're moving from Iowa to Minnesota. We're moving up to the Minneapolis area, so it's, like, 3 hours away from where we live now, and, yeah, I'm not stressed, it's just a lot. Like, getting our house ready to list on the market is happening next week, and then next weekend, we'll be going up house hunting. So, it's just, it, like, disrupts your whole entire life, and I have 2 toddlers, so trying to get them to, like, keep the house clean or understand why we're rearranging stuff in the house and all of that is tough, and I'm sure, like, I don't even wanna think about the actual packing of the stuff and moving it and unpacking and all of that is going to be crazy with the kids and, like, still working and stuff. So, Jordan, if you have any tips. Okay, I don't know why my computer is hating me today. StreamYard just kicked me out, but I think I'm back. So, like I was saying, Jordan, if you have any tips for moving, I know it's a little different because usually you guys move with your camper with your stuff in it, but I know that you've moved otherwise, like before you lived in a camper with children. So let me know if you have any tips for me that I can use for moving as a family of four. But yeah, it's very exciting. I'm excited to move where we are moving and to be in the Minneapolis area. That's going to be super fun. Yeah, seriously, last time I brought this up, my whole computer just like died on me. So now it was like you're talking about it again. Let me kick you out of StreamYard. That's so dumb. Yeah, move it. But anyway, moving. It's a good thing. It's a little stressful. It's probably going to be what I end up talking about for a long time. Like in all future streams and videos and stuff, it'll come up at least once. But the thumbnails are not looking the way I wanted them to, but I can't figure out what the issue is. So I thought doing everything else for the video first would be better. That's annoying about the thumbnails. But yeah, um, yeah, I understand the procrastinating some portions of the video uploading. Okay, I will turn up the volume next time. I'll give it another chance this next sprint, and hopefully I like it more. I make and sell them to people I know right now, but I've been thinking of opening up an online shop, but starting a business is scary. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, you're talking about the bullet journals. That would be so cool, and I would definitely be the type of person to buy a pre-designed bullet journal that I just have to fill out from someone who is more artistic than me. So I think that's a great idea. And I do think people will pay good money because I know obviously a lot of time goes into that. So that's very exciting. I hope that if you choose to do that, it works out and goes well for you. Definitely let me know if and when you do that. If you like have a shop name and stuff, I would definitely check it out and talk about it and share it and stuff. So didn't do any reading, just watched some edit videos and a clip from a new K drama I finished. Hopefully, I read in the next sprint. Yes, you've got this. We can be productive in about a minute and you can do some reading. Hey, Liv, congrats on the move. Thank you. We'll be hanging out in the chat while I edit a couple of maternity photo sessions. Nice. That sounds fun. I bet they are beautiful. Thanks for joining. Yeah, computer being dumb. Yeah, big move. What prompted it? I'll message you some tips. Yeah, my husband got a new job. So we are relocating for him. I'm super thankful that I got this job that I'm in now, which is fully remote, because then I am completely like free to move along with my husband's career. Because, oh my gosh, it would be 100 times more stressful if I also had to try to find a job in the same area. and be job hunting on top of all of the house stuff. So I'm very happy about that. I've already like cleared it with my employer and everything, my manager. So I'm good to make the move and keep my current job. But my husband is switching companies and switching jobs. So we did live in the Minneapolis area before, like 4 years ago. That was our first move after college, was living there and working there. So we're familiar with the area, and that's why I am excited to go back there because I know it and there's a lot, I would say a lot more going on in Minneapolis than the Des Moines area, even though they're both like cities kind of. Minneapolis is definitely bigger and has like sports teams, sporting events, more like concerts and stuff, which I say that and like we have two toddlers, so when are we ever going to go out to like concerts and stuff? But lots going on and hopefully lots to do with children. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining. What do you do for a remote job? Looking for something because I can't work outside of the home. I work for Amazon, and I do like cost analysis, cost engineering type stuff. So um, when I joined Amazon, I worked in a fulfillment center. So that was my like foot in the door, and I had to work at that site. So I was not remote. And then once I was with Amazon for like a year and a half, then I started looking for other positions. Amazon does have a ton of remote positions, but they all vary in terms of requirements and like what kind of qualifications you need and things like that. But definitely obviously a huge company, so lots of opportunities if you haven't browsed Amazon's job site. But yeah, it can be tough to look for jobs, right? Obviously, everyone has different experiences and preferences and stuff. So hopefully you can find something that works for you. Oh, my friend lives in that area now. She went to Winona. Why does that sound weird? University. Cool. Yeah, there's a few people I know in the Minneapolis area. Obviously, I know people personally because we lived there before and like from our previous jobs and stuff. But I know at least a couple of like booktube friends also that live in that area. So that is very exciting to be closer to them. All right, let's get into the next sprint. If you haven't already, let me know. Oh, I have to reshare my screen because my computer kicked me out again. So hold on. Let me share the timer. There we go. I forgot you work there. My dad also moved and he was able to relocate to the closest Amazon to keep working with them. I've been thinking about applying to We Would Carpool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a great idea to work and carpool with your dad. Yeah, Amazon being so huge and so global and having a presence like everywhere definitely makes it easier to be able to relocate without much issue, job depending, of course, but mine was pretty easy to get approved. All right, let's do 45 minutes. If you haven't already, let me know what you're working on today. Let me know, and we'll check in after this next sprint and talk about how we did. Everyone who actually wants to be productive with stuff, let's be productive. Okay, see you in 45. Alrighty. How was that last sprint for everybody? I felt quite productive. I didn't get a ton of things checked off, but I was diving into a longer task. So I only checked one thing off my to do list, and then I'm probably like halfway through another thing. So making progress. Let me know what you guys got done in the last 45 minutes. All right, reading The Davenports by Crystal Marquis. I don't know what that book is, but sounds like an intriguing title. I wonder what The Davenports means. Hello, Christy, just joining. I've been running around like crazy this morning. I will be working on writing some reviews today and getting some housework done. Nice. Reviews are always fun to catch up on. So far this year, I have been very good at keeping up with reviews as I finish books. So that's a good thing. It's never fun to have to go back and try to rack your brain for the last several months and think of coherent thoughts about the books you read. So I definitely try to keep up with them because I do like to write a review for every book I read. I feel like it's helpful, obviously, to other readers, and it's also helpful for me to remember what I thought about a book. Not only just to be able to reference back to the review, but I feel like writing down my thoughts really solidifies what I thought, like in my head, and it helps my memory. So I love writing reviews and I love having reviews. It's just a matter of making yourself do them in the moment. Hello, Gwen. I've been sitting outside in the sunshine reading lessons in chemistry. I am so jealous. I miss the warm weather already. It's like 30 something degrees here, I think. Let me check and make sure that's, yeah, 30 degrees exactly. So it's warmer than it has been most of the winter, but definitely not warm enough to sit outside. So I am jealous of you, and I hope you're liking Lessons in Chemistry. I've been seeing that book get a lot of buzz recently, even though it came out like a year or two ago. But I've seen a lot of people liking it. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Hello, joined late. Just got back from the park walking the dog. Now laundry and dishes, listening to The Upside of Falling. Nice. Glad you got to get outside and go to the park with your dog, get some fresh air. All right, Danielle's update, load switch to dryer and washer, scan 10 books into Goodreads and put them into your physical TBR folder. Have to head to work soon. See you next Friday. Yep, planning on it. We'll see. I mean, my life is kind of in shambles, like I've been mentioning, but I mean, not bad shambles. It's just chaotic. So, planning on being here next Friday, but I will let you know for sure on like Wednesday or Thursday next week when I actually get to scheduling it. And you got to page 22 of your book. Very nice. Productive as always. 34% done with my book. No, that wasn't the last sprint. I probably said, how'd you do that last sprint? And I just meant like the previous sprint. I'll be going for a while still. I have lots more work to do. So, not the last sprint. Sorry if I made it sound like it was. Read 39 pages. There you go, Taylor. Even though you're not feeling well, glad you got some pages in. I had to get some chores done before it got too late. It's already 8 p.m. here. Okay. You must be over in Europe, I'm assuming. I work with a whole bunch of people in Europe, so I'm real quick with the 7-hour difference. Laundry done, grocery order in, read more of this book about Ellis Island, and now eating a sandwich. Nice. I took an Oreo and Dance Moms break with no regrets. You should have zero regrets. That sounds like self care at its finest. Jordan got interrupted by a lot of phone calls and kids, so only got through a few more minutes of a video. That's all right. Important to take care of those kids too, I guess. 66% into everyone in my family has killed someone, and it's entertaining. Wow, you are either flying through that book or you were already quite a ways into it since you just finished the other book you were reading in the previous sprint. Ah, Gwen, 71 degrees there today, but back down to 49 tomorrow. That's freezing for you. And Sunday, 100% chance of rain. We'll soak up that sun today. Sounds like you are. Got my laundry going and I'm cleaning my bookshelves. Nice. Always a fun task to clean off bookshelves and get them back in order, rearrange if necessary. Since we're moving, I am going to get to do like a new library situation, hopefully, in our new house, if we can find a house that has a good office space that I can also keep all my books in. So that will be very exciting coming in the next couple of months in Germany. Gotcha. Sorry, I thought you said last sprint. Yeah, no worries. I probably did say the last, but I just meant the previous. Quite a ways into the book already. I'm fast, but not that fast. Yeah. Getting 66% into a book in 45 minutes. Um, Obviously possible for like novellas and stuff, but I think that book's like a normal sized novel. So that makes more sense that you were already part ways into it. I'm going to now start Treble by, is that supposed to say Riley or is it Rilsey? Because that's a cool name, if that's what it is. That's awesome. We might get snow on Sunday, and I'm so excited. I feel like I'm one of those unicorns that absolutely loves snow. Yeah, I don't love the snow. I don't think we have snow. Oh, it looks like next Thursday, our forecast says snow is possible, but that's like almost a whole week away. So who knows if that will be accurate. I'm definitely not a snow lover. Like around Christmas is the only time I feel like it would be weird without it. I definitely have always grown up with like white Christmases and generally snowy winters, so I'm used to it. But once it gets to February, March, April, I'm like, give me spring. I'm over the snow. I hate driving in it. My kids just want to get outside. They feel cooped up in the winter. So I'm ready for spring already. Yes, new library space. Yeah, Gwen, I think you hopped on after, but I officially announced the move on live here, and I'll be talking about it in a video coming up soon too, but it's officially happening, and I'm so excited to get a house with an office slash library slash like craft room space. Basically like my room since I work from home full time, definitely justified to have a nice home office. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, it is Relzy. What a cool name. I'll have to look that author up and that book up. Triple. Me too. I love snow. Not me. Not me. I grew up an hour from Canada, so I feel like snow is in my blood. Yeah, I'm originally from North Dakota, so same, but doesn't mean I like it. Although I could not live somewhere like in the South, like I mean, I was just in Arizona this past weekend, and I know I could not live in Arizona all the time because, like, bugs and lizards and things like that are not for me. I will accept the winter weather in return for not having, like, critters and things in my house or that I have to look out for. Those are a no for me. And, like, bigger, like, alligators, like in Florida, that's a no for me. And probably other things in other places with warm weather. There's the trade-off because they have other things I do not want. Just joining, getting some work done. Nice. Hopefully, we can help you be extra productive. I understand my dad is from Wisconsin. I lived in Northwest Indiana for a while. Yep, the whole Midwest. We are all well acquainted with the snow. I live in the South now and it kills me to not have cold and snow during the winter. Yeah, it would be weird. I can't imagine what it's like to not have like all the seasons be very different from each other. I imagine that would be quite the adjustment to move somewhere really far away. I'm in Tennessee now, and as much as I love it here, we don't get enough snow. Yeah. I love the lack of critters here in California and the lack of winter weather. Okay, maybe that is a happy medium, though California has a lot of people. I don't know where you live exactly, of course, but let me know what's the downside? Every location has a downside, right? So maybe for you it's traffic or people or like earthquakes. I don't worry about earthquakes where I'm at, and I appreciate that. The huge perk of northern states is the lack of critters. Living my whole life in Florida, I had no clue there were places without roaches and stuff until we traveled. Yeah, if I found like a big roach or like a lizard or something inside my house right now, I would freak out. But I know that is a common occurrence in more of the southern states and locations. That is funny though that you grow up just thinking whatever you experience is normal because I'm very much like that would make my skin crawl, but that's because I'm so not used to it. I agree. Bugs and reptiles are a no for me as well. Yes, we will put up with the cold, the snow, the wind hurting our face, all of that. I don't think I could ever live in the South just because of the less variety in temperature. Yeah, would be very strange. Yeah, from San Francisco and live in Los Angeles, and I'd say the downside is the cost of living. Yeah, I am sure it's a completely different world living in those areas. So expensive. When I Google almost any other state and see mortgage rates that are a fraction of my rent, 100%. I can confirm that living in like Iowa and North Dakota, yeah, it is nice being in lower cost of living states. I'll be moving to Minneapolis, which is a little bit higher of a cost of living area because it's more of a metropolitan area, but Minnesota as a whole, definitely not even close to like California prices or New York prices. So that is that's definitely the downside for California and definitely a perk of the Midwest. It's like a daily occurrence in Florida, but I never got used to it. I've woken up with a rot crawling on my arm. I swear I'm a clean freak. Yuck. That is such a no for me. I would freak out. Okay. When we were in Florida, there was a lot of scorpions too. Nope. Nope. I don't want any scorpions. Nothing that can kill me or crawl on me or bite me or my family or get in my stuff. Like I would have like when I was in Arizona, every time I would like open the toilet or like open something, I'd be like bracing for something to be inside. And I could not live like that. So I will stay happily in my Midwest bubble for the foreseeable future. And Gwen can confirm the scorpions in Florida. Nope. Thanks for solidifying that I will never leave the Midwest long term. All right, let's get back to sprinting. Let's get back to being productive. Oh, yeah, one, I did continue to listen to the Paramore album, or I listened to it again that last sprint. I liked it slightly better, but I don't think it's a new favorite. I just don't think the style is my exact music taste. So that's my that's my take on the second listen through. There are a couple songs that are a little bit more like fast paced and upbeat that I liked the best, but the album as a whole, not my new all time favorite. Okay, let's get back to productivity. We'll check in 45 minutes. Let me know what you're getting done. And then at the end, you can let me know what you got done. We can hold each other accountable. Okay, another sprint down. Let me know how it went for you. And if you're making progress on your to-do list or you're reading or whatever you're working on, it was another productive sprint for me. I'm not getting through my tasks as quickly as I wanted to. I'm in the middle of doing like a very tedious manual task. Um, and I don't mind doing things like that. I actually really like monotonous, boring work. It's just taking longer than I expected. So I'm not getting to some things that I need to get to still. So hopefully I can wrap up what I'm currently doing and get on to the next thing in the next sprint. But staying focused. So that is good. How about all of you? Julie before said the phone slowed down some, no reading done, but did do a load of laundry and did some vacuuming. That's also good. And just realized I must have paused the live at some point and totally wasn't at the current time. That happens to me all the time when I have people's sprints on because if it's silent, you don't know if it pauses or not, or if you accidentally like shut off your phone so the video stops. Happens to me all the time. Totally understand. Okay, so we were talking about gross things that live in different places, like critters and stuff. And Mika said, "Oof, I think I prefer the bats living in the casing of our roller shutters. They don't sting, they don't bite, they just fly around in there, and you hear the fluttering of little wings." I don't know if I would take that. That doesn't sound that much better. Just like knowing they're always there. The bats we have are teeny tiny. They're pretty cute, smaller than a matchbox. Oh, that's very small. It doesn't make me feel more comforted knowing that they're that small. That still like makes my skin kind of crawl like a spider or something. Like they can't harm you, or most of them don't harm you, but I still don't want them around me. Michelle just got home from grocery pickup. I'm going to listen to my book Chain of Gold while I clean my catch-all dining room. Also making myself an iced caramel latte. Need to pick me up in energy. Nice, good idea. Sounds good. And Aspasia, so far I have sent some emails, applied for graduation, and turned in one assignment. Slower progress than I had hoped, but it's something. That sounds like quite a bit. Sounds like you're knocking it out. It's still relatively early in the afternoon, so you have got a good start to your productive weekend. Nice work. Hello, I am back. Just placed a book on hold and it's called Under Her Care by Lucinda Berry. Nice. I have not read that one, but I have heard a bunch of my friends read it. And I've read I think only one other. Wait, did I read Under Her Care? No, I can't remember. I feel like maybe I did because my friend Jessie on her channel Reading with Jess did an interview with Lucinda Berry. So maybe I did actually read that one in preparation to watch that interview because I wanted to read her latest release. Wait, is that one her latest release or I'm getting them confused? I can't remember. I think I've read one or two Lucinda Berry books, and a lot of my friends really like her. So hopefully you enjoy it once you get that book in. It will be ready once it's in transit. Yeah, I love library book holds and just being able to have books waiting for you whenever they're available and going to pick them up. 79% into everyone in my family has killed someone. Still good. Thank you for the sprints. I look forward to the next ones. Yeah, thank you for joining. Sounds like you got a bunch of reading done. So I'm glad that you were able to knock that out. And yeah, I'm here pretty much every Friday. Going to run some errands. So if I'm not back by the time you finish, bye. Hope you all have a good Friday. Thank you. I'm sure you're gone, but thank you for joining and hope you have a good rest of your Friday as well. I finished the first chapter and now on to the second. There you go. Got some reading in that time. Made lunch, PB&J waffle sandwich with hot Cheetos. Nice. That sounds good. I should start thinking about eating something so that I'm not hungry or so that I am actually hungry for supper later. But my eating schedule when I work from home is just like not standard. Usually I don't eat breakfast, so then I eat like an early lunch, but then sometimes when I do sprints, I will eat like earlier and then not have lunch until later. It's all arbitrary. I struggled writing the review I'm working on that sprint. I eventually just wrote down everything my brain was thinking in my notes app, so now I need to go back and actually make it make sense. Sometimes that's the way you got to do it. Getting something on the page and then revising it later is a good strategy. Starting is the hardest part. So you did that. Now you can go back and make it sound better. I switched over to working on some spreadsheets. It is what it is. Yep, spreadsheets. Love them or hate them. I love them, but they can be tedious sometimes as well. Vacuumed the couch, swept the floor, and am now doing budget stuff. Nice. You are on top of your budget. You are always on here on Fridays working on your budgets. That is a level of organization I aspire to have, but I do not currently. Not sure how many pages I read that sprint, but I'm on page 265 now. Very nice. Can't remember what you said you're reading way back at the beginning, but hopefully you are enjoying it and probably getting close-ish to the end since you're on page 265. Let us know if you're feeling any better or if you're still feeling pretty rough since you're sick. Yeah, I totally must have hit the pause instead of just muted when a call came in. The only thing I accomplished this last sprint was calls and making some nachos. That's productive. That's productive. Productivity, productive. Wrote about 2 paragraphs of an essay, hoping to finish soon so I can read a little before my meeting in 2 hours. Nice. I have not written an essay in many years. I'm starting to have to write more like technical papers and stuff, but I do not like writing. That is not a strong suit of mine, but has to be done, I guess. I am making a professional looking signature for my book email before I send more emails. I'll hop back into my biology stuff after. Nice. That's kind of a fun little task to knock out. Yay, you made some good progress on your vlog. I think I've only got 30 minutes left in me before I can't see straight anymore from staring at the screen. Yeah, you can do it. Hopefully you get another portion done before you call it a day. I'm done with translation for the day because my head is spinning. It doesn't help that Paul wrote this a few decades ago, rather stilted formal German. Gosh, yeah, that sounds tough, but glad you made a good dent in it and can call it a day. This is page 137. If I translate one page a day, I'll be done in 4 months. Wow, that is a while. Currently on my lunch break, I recently finished a book and want to start a new one, but I'm not sure which one. Well, let us know your options if you need some input or you need to poll the audience. Okay, Lisa in love and feeling better than earlier. I'm glad to hear that, and I hope that continues to be the case for the rest of the day. I have finally committed to updating our budget once a week to keep on top of it. I would rather not, but I like knowing where we are. Yeah, makes total sense. And I do think if you get into a routine doing it weekly, it's far less overwhelming than trying to do like months at a time or trying to backtrack your budgeting and stuff, which I have done many times. Whenever I try to go back and track like our spending and stuff, I have to do it for like 6 months or a year in the past. And my gosh, that's a lot of transactions to go through. So, weekly definitely sounds like a better cadence to stay on top of it. So, nice job. Reading in bed is good for the sick. Totally agree. All right. Well, let's get back to it. I have at least one more sprint in me. We'll see how big of a dent I make into this to-do list to see if I need another one after that. You just need a Jordan to do productivity sprints. Exactly. See, I've got you. If you just make that the habit, pop onto sprints every time you're doing your budget, it will just become your body's natural habit. Love that. All right, let's do another sprint, see where we're at in 45 minutes. Talk to you guys then. All right, guys. How did that sprint go? I think I am going to call it and say that that was the last sprint for today because I am pretty much done with most of my work for the day. I have a few things to close out, but I don't think I have a full another 45 minutes of work. So I'm going to go get some house stuff done as well because I have lots of that. So let me know your final progress update. What have you gotten done today if you've been with me for multiple sprints or if you just joined in this last one? Let me know what you got done. And if you still have more to do before you're done for the day or what you're going to be doing this weekend and stuff, let me know your plans. Um, I don't have too much planned for the weekend other than what I've already been talking about this whole time about prepping to move, get our house ready to list on the market. So we got to get cleaning and organizing and decluttering and staging and all that fun stuff. So that's our plans for the weekend. And otherwise, just trying to read as much as possible. I'm trying to participate in the 48-hour blackathon readathon over the weekend too. And try to vlog it, but we'll see how that turns out. But let me know what you guys are up to. See you next Friday. Yes, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you on sprints next Friday. Jan popped in. Hello. Thank you for joining for a sec. Hello, currently reading Never Ever Getting Back Together by Sophie Gonzalez. Nice. That sounds like a fun one. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. Thank you, Jordan, for joining today. I hope you have a great weekend as well. Finished budget update. There you go. Got it done. And now relaxing. Love to hear it. Was in a meeting, then had lunch. Thanks for sprints. Thank you so much for joining. Read 14 more pages. Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you, Kayla. I feel like I got a good amount of stuff done. Awesome. Love to hear it. It's funny what 4 hours of dedicated productivity sprint will do to make you feel like you got stuff done. Finished 3 versions of newsletters. Nice. Going to pick up the kiddos from school. A little more work than weekend. Nice. Good luck with the move. Thank you very much. I will keep everyone posted here in the weekly sprints and my videos and Instagram and everywhere because it will be consuming my life. That's for sure. Folding laundry about halfway through your book. Great work. 7 pages. That's awesome. Better than nothing. I ended up having to clean up muddy dog feet. I got a whopping 5 pages read. Hey, it's better than 0. Any pages are better than 0 pages. Thank you. Yeah, good luck with house stuff this weekend. This is a great time to declutter. So true. A good time to post stuff for sale or bring it to donate or whatever, because everyone is spring cleaning, looking to spruce up their houses. Thank you, Julie, for joining. Always enjoy chatting with everyone. Same. You guys keep me accountable. Thank you for the sprint. And that was the last one for today. But again, I do these pretty much weekly unless something comes up. So I will plan to be back next Friday around the same time. You can always watch the sprints back later if you can't make it or you want more sprints after I'm done. You can always go back and use them as sprints and a timer for yourself. See you next Friday if you're not too busy and tired to host more sprints. Yeah, I mean, I should be working. So as long as I'm doing my normal job, I will plan to be here. So thank you. Yep. See you next Friday. Thank you again, everyone, for joining. I will see you next time. Have a great weekend.